today. Pablo Roberto Flores is here in the Air Studio and is going to share some of his music. Some will be traditional, some will be his original. And we also, we're going to hear a little bit about his life and some of his influences and where he's been playing music. So I want to welcome Pablo Flores to North Country Community Radio. Please, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Honduras, and I went to school in Honduras, and I had the opportunity also to learn a lot of stuff from my parents who own a farm. I know a lot of things about agriculture, about farming in general, cows and horses and pigs, all that kind of stuff that, we share in our countries. But you ask some questions, and I will answer to you.
Yeah, so growing up in sounds like a rural farming community, how did music influence your life? When did you start being interested in music?
Well, music has been something very special for my family. I had a lot of uncles and cousins that plays accordions, guitars, violins, all kinds of stuff. And that's always have been the influence I had from some my family. My father made my first flute from a little piece of bamboo, because we grow bamboo in the area. And my father made my first flute that I really, that was the beginning that I tried to learn and play a little bit the flute.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And, flute playing is something that is all over the world, in those first notes. And they say so much about the culture because they represent the air and the wind and those sacred elements. How was it given to you? Was it just like a fun thing, or did it have like deeper meaning for you?
It is because especially because was made for my father.
Yeah.
That meant a lot to me. And later on, when I had the opportunity to travel to other places and interact with other cultures, other people, other tradition, other customs, like you said, it's something that is in our life, and we can share that talent to with other people.
Yeah.
And like a flute, for instance, is an instrument that have been playing for many, many centuries. Even the Romans and the Greek, they used to play the flute. Even in the Bible, they talk about the pan flute.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. And I see you have a few in your suitcase there. So when you were a little bit older, did you pick up the guitar as a natural kind of progression in your music development, or?
Yes, because I have a lot of relatives that play music, and I love music. My mother used to sing, and my father a little bit too.
Yeah.
And we were always surrounded with people that love music, and that influenced a lot in my life.
Oh, yeah, that's really beautiful, and very special that you had a musical family. That's so cool. So, I see you have a flute out. It looks like a special style. I don't know if you'd like to share a musical piece with our audience.
I can try it. All right. With flute, there are different types. Mm-hmm. Japan had the shakuhachi, the India, the bansuri. There are the kenas in South America, and the pen pipe or pen flute, antaras in Ecuador, different type. And this one particularly is from the Native American. And there's a little song that I composed a few years ago, and it goes like this.
Do you miss playing with a larger group? I saw in a little bit of your bio that I could read that you were playing with a group, orchestra, would you have called it? And you had some wonderful experiences. Do you miss that? Because here you are solo, and I mean, I know you got a suitcase here full of instruments, but still, do you miss that accompaniment?
Yes, I do. And it's great to, when you had a whole band, there's something amazing there. You can do a lot of stuff. Yeah. You play just one instrument by yourself, When you have somebody that can accompany you, you can do a lot of stuff. When I was working for Up With People, we had the opportunity to go to different countries and do concert with a lot of people in the stadiums, theaters, gymnasiums.
Yeah.
And that's for me was one of the wonderful experience because they gave me the chance to know other countries, share with other musicians, experience the customs and traditions from other countries for other people. And that is always something wonderful that give you a lot of enrichment.
Yeah, yeah. But I do have to mention, you played for the Pope. Tell us about that experience.
It was a national contest in my country, Honduras, and I was invited to write a song for the event. The event was about the peace in the world. And I composed a song and was lucky. We got the second place in the national contest. And the year after, John Paul II came to visit Honduras, and I was invited to share the song at the mass celebration.
Wow. What an honor.
Yeah. It was an honor,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, of course. Oh, your family must have been so proud of you too. I mean, that was really a very, very big honor to have your song chosen and then to perform it.
Music can give us a lot of surprise,
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, you probably didn't expect that kind of thing to happen.
No.
So, you played some songs for us earlier. Would these have been songs that you wrote yourself?
Yes. I have been trying to do a compilation to do a CD, a solo, just with original music. The song about sugarcane flour.
Yeah.
That's one of the original songs I composed. And the little one I play the flute is also another one.
Yeah.
Little by little, you can put a little music and do something good. Before John Paul II visited Honduras. Well, it was just a lyric, a little poem. And later on, with all the friends, we put music together, and that's the way that was created.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And poetry is another way to express yourself, and
Yeah.
also touch somebody else.
Would you want to share, any poetry with us today, or, any lyrics that you have not yet put music to?
Okay, since we have been talking about the nature and the people that work in the land, many years ago, I composed this little poem, and I used some of the other poet word and integrate with my own. And this one is called the farmer, the labrador in Spanish, which is the people who work in the land. And originally, it's in my own language, which is Spanish. Dicen que no tienen canto los ríos que son profundos, mas yo aprendí en este mundo que el que tiene más hondura canta mejor por ser hondo y hace miel de su amargura. Y aquí me pongo a cantar al compás de la vihuela, que al hombre que lo desvela una pena extraordinaria, como el ave solitaria con el cantar se consuela. Vengan santos milagrosos, vengan todos en mi ayuda, que la lengua se me añuda y se me turba la vista. Y pido a Dios que me asista en esta ocasión tan dura. Porque yo no tengo en el amor quien me venga con querellas como esas aves tan bellas que vuelan de rama en rama. Yo hago mi cama en el árbol y las sombras me cobijan. Y él nació como uno de tantos en un pueblito lejano, olvidado no sé por qué, por la memoria del hombre. Lo vieron crecer los montes, el sol y el riachuelo que bordea aquel sendero que conduce a su ranchito. Dura vida, bango en flor, envolvió aquel dolor que produce la tristeza, la soledad, la pobreza. Y fue así que un día, sin saber lo que es la historia, fue llevado hacia la gloria aquel que un día naciera. A nadie importó que muriera, porque penosa es la espera de un futuro prometedor para todo aquel que es labrador.
Bueno.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh. Can you give us a little bit of a translation?
At the beginning said that people say that the deepest river doesn't have a sound. But I had learned in my life that the deepest river have the best sound because they are very profound.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the rest is about, like I said, the people that work in the land.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes they have to struggle and keep going and going to make the land to produce something, because we have to continue the life with us.
Yeah. There is a song called La Llorona, the crying lady. And according to the legend, this lady was washing her clothes in the river, and they had two little kids, and soon the kid disappeared, and she was looking and looking along the river for the little kid and never found it. And she started crying and crying, and somebody composed a song about that. Meanwhile, somebody was in love with the lady and tried to express the love for her, you know, and this song is called La Llorona.
llevaba llorona que la
Carolyn's really liking this. Oh, thank you so much for, sharing this music with our listeners today, Pablo Flores. It's just really very joyful for us to have you here.
Que los quiero engrasar.